This is the kind of scandal that nobody saw coming. Mendeecees Harris, the man who is well known for his highly publicized marriage to Yandy Smith, is at the center of a shocking controversy after a leaked video went viral online. The video purports to show Mendeecees in a hotel room with a female fan in what appears to be a private, intimate moment. Fans are furious, Yandy's silence is growing, and the internet is demanding answers. But the real twist is that no one knows where the video originated. Some claim the woman herself leaked it, while others say it was a setup. And some even think it's an AI-generated deepfake. But the main question is still whether this video is real, and if so, what does it mean for Mendeecees and Yandy's marriage? Stay tuned as we dissect every detail, exposing shocking new claims and unveiling the truth behind this viral scandal. Social media is no stranger to scandals, but this one is unlike anything we've seen before. The internet was rocked by a leaked video that initially seemed like just another unfounded rumor that would fade away in a few hours. But when the actual video appeared online, everything changed in an instant. It was brief, hazy, but unquestionably incriminating, and the man in it looked exactly like Mendeecees Harris. Fans couldn't believe it. Mendeecees, who had always talked about loyalty and had supported Yandy through thick and thin, was now embroiled in one of the largest cheating scandals in recent memory. The video showed him sitting comfortably in what appeared to be a luxurious hotel room, brightly lit, with an opulent interior where he appeared to be. People initially wanted to think it wasn't real, that it was edited, or that it was just someone who looked like him. But then they started examining every detail. They noticed the voice, the deep, familiar tone that they had heard countless times before. And then they noticed something even more damning. His hoodie, the same gray designer hoodie that Mendeecees had worn in his own Instagram story just hours before the video leaked. Within minutes, hashtags were making the situation spiral out of control. Fans knew that whenever cheating rumors had surfaced in the past, Yandy had been quick to shut them down. But this time she was silent. Too silent. Then, even more bizarrely, a mysterious Instagram account appeared out of nowhere, called @Karma. Their first post was a cryptic message that sent social media into a frenzy. Trending topics exploded, and people began tagging Yandy, demanding answers, and questioning her next move. The truth? Stay tuned. I got receipts. Within an hour, the page had over 50,000 followers, and people were flooding the comments section of Bing to confirm it. They then sent screenshots of alleged DMs between Mendeecees and an unnamed woman who appeared in the messages. Mendeecees had allegedly said things like, "We got to keep this low, don't trip, you know I got you." That was all it took for the internet to go into a frenzy, and fans began to dig deeper, which led them to the final bombshell. Claimed to have been filmed, it was just Mendeecees scrolling through his phone. There was nothing out of the ordinary, except for one small detail. The background exactly matched the leaked footage, the same hotel, the same curtains, the same decor. It was game over, and even his most devoted supporters were unable to defend him any longer. The evidence was mounting quickly against Mendeecees, and when no one spoke, people realized that this wasn't just a rumor, but things were about to take a turn for the worse just when everyone thought things couldn't get any worse. When people thought things couldn't get any worse, another shocking claim surfaced. This video wasn't just leaked. Someone purposefully released it, and the identity of that person would change everything. It began with a mysterious Instagram story from an anonymous account with the simple message, "Y'all want to know who leaked it? Ask the woman in the video." The internet went crazy for a second time, and fans started making connections straight away. The real bombshell came when someone posted the name Tasha Monroe in the comments. At first, nobody knew who she was, but then screenshots showed that she wasn't just a fan. She was a model, an influencer, and most importantly, someone who had known Mendeecees before. Old photos of the two of them together at events and even on vacation began to circulate, and people began to realize that this wasn't a one-time mistake. To make matters worse, a voice memo was leaked, revealing that it was Tasha herself talking to a friend, and what she said sent shockwaves through social media. "I told him that if he continued to play me, I would ruin his life. He thought I was Fans were furious. How long has this been going on? Mendeecees was living a double life, but the biggest question was, did Yandy know? For hours, Yandy's Instagram was silent, with no posts, no stories, nothing, and then suddenly, she. Unfollowing Mendeecees was the final piece of confirmation fans needed. But he wasn't prepared to go down without a fight. That same night, he finally broke his silence by going live on Instagram, his voice shaking, his face tense. He began by denying everything, saying, "This is crazy, that ain't me in that video, you all trippin'." But fans weren't buying it. The comments were harsh, saying, "You're lying on live, explain the hoodie, bro, we ain't stupid." Mendeecees appeared stressed, but just as people thought he was going to log off, he revealed a shocking detail about the video. "You don't even know the full story of that video, which was leaked by someone trying to set me up, and I know exactly who it was." Boom, another twist. Who was he talking about? Was it Tasha or someone else? Then he sent a name that nobody anticipated, and you all wanted to know who did this. Yandy's comments froze for a moment before exploding again. "What are you lying about, Mendeecees? You don't do this." When it seemed like things couldn't get messier, Yandy went live, and her words completely turned the story on its head. The internet had barely recovered from Mendeecees' shocking claim when Yandy went live and did it. Mendeecees wasn't backing down. He looked straight into the camera and doubled down. "Yandy had been looking for a way out, man. She set me up so that this video would get out, so she could leave me and not look bad. You guys think I'm lying, but wait, the truth always comes out." Fans didn't know what to believe anymore. Her words completely changed the course of events. She looked serious, her eyes slightly swollen as if she had been crying, but her voice was unwavering. She took a deep breath, looked straight into the camera, and said, "I have kept quiet out of respect, but since lies are being told, I have no choice but to tell the truth. Mendeecees, you know exactly what you did, and you know exactly who leaked that video. It wasn't me, but it was someone you should have never crossed." The internet exploded again, talking about who it was if it wasn't her. But before anyone could even begin to speculate, Yandy revealed the name that sent shockwaves through the entire world: Tasha Monroe. She wasn't acting alone, though. She had assistance from someone inside their own circle. Boom, another layer to the scandal that left fans in disbelief. Who could it be? Was it a friend, a family member, or someone from Love and Hip Hop? Theories about it were all over social media, but Yandy wasn't finished. She leaned in closer to the camera, her voice shaking with rage. "Mendeecees, you want to talk about sit-ups? Let's talk about what you did. You thought you could play me, play her, and get away with it. But guess what? You got careless, and now everyone is clinging to everything you said." Tasha wasn't just a fan. She wasn't some one-night blunder. No, she was someone Mendeecees had been seeing behind Yandy's back for months, and he promised her that he would leave Yandy. That's why Tasha lied to Yandy and made sure Mendeecees wouldn't play her again after realizing she was just another pawn in his games. The comments were going crazy, and it dawned on fans. Mendeecees had 2 girlfriends and was cheating on Yandy with Tasha. The guy believed he wouldn't get caught, but then Yandy dropped the final bombshell. Do you want to know who helped her? Do you want to know who gave her access to the hotel security footage? The screen went black for a moment, making fans nervous, and then she revealed who they were: Samantha Wallace, Mendeecees' ex and the mother of his son. The woman who had been at odds with Yandy for years, Samantha Wallace. Samantha, of all people, helped leak the video. Yandy wasn't done. She pulled out her receipts and showed direct messages between Samantha and Tasha from weeks prior to the leak, in which Samantha was laughing about how this was going to finally expose Mendeecees, and then the ultimate betrayal: a recorded phone call between Mendeecees and Samantha from just days before the video surfaced. This was shocking to the fans who had accused Mendeecees of abandoning his child. The internet went crazy when Mendeecees said, "You're tripping if this comes out. You know Yandy is going to leave me, right?" Samantha simply laughed and replied, "That's the point, dummy." Then, Yandy revealed the last piece of the puzzle. Samantha never forgave you, Mendeecees, for how you treated her. Not just for how you embarrassed her on TV, but for how you paid her. Tasha and Samantha had collaborated to bring you down. But there was still one question left. Why? The internet thought that this scandal couldn't get any wilder, but just when they thought they had heard it all, Mendeecees reappeared with his own final twist, and what he was about to say would change everything once again. The audience couldn't believe what they were hearing. It wasn't just a cheating scandal. It wasn't just a leaked video. It was a calculated revenge plot that had been building for years, and Mendeecees had played right into their hands. A man backed into a corner, stared into the camera for a few seconds before saying, "All right, you all want to know the truth. Fine, I'll tell you all the truth, but don't say I didn't warn you." Fans immediately flooded the comments on his Instagram live stream, shouting, What truth you got left? Mendeecees wasn't you playing. His voice was low and controlled. Then he said something nobody expected. That video, that whole situation, it was never what it appeared to be. Just like me, you all are perplexed and have no idea what I'm talking about. Yandy wants to pretend that Samantha did this for revenge, but in reality, you all need to wake up. This wasn't about no cheating, and it wasn't about Samantha getting even with me. No, it was about money and power. And guess what? I wasn't the one exposed. I was the one who set up the plot twist. Now let's talk about betrayal and the truth. Fans froze as they tried to process what Mendeecees was saying, especially when he dropped receipts. He took out screenshots of his own receipts, text messages between Yandy and Tasha weeks before the video appeared. And what Yandy said was, make sure you have the footage we need. People need to believe it. The internet went crazy. The lie was involved. So Yandy wanted him to be caught. But why, brother? This is some next-level manipulation. Mendeecees leaned in, eyes dark. He pulled up another text, this time from Samantha to Yandy, saying, if we do this right, he'll have no choice but to leave everything behind. Yandy's response, he won't even see it coming at this point. The internet was on fire. This wasn't about him cheating. It was about Yandy gaining complete control of the business, the brand, everything. Fans were spiraling. Yandy had set this up to ruin him. Mendeecees saw it. Yandy was playing 4D chess, while Yandy thought she was playing checkers. This was straight out of a movie. WTF, Mendeecees was on a roll. I need a drink. This is too much. This better be on Netflix by next week. Love and hip-hop producers are taking notes, fans joked. But just when they thought they had heard it all, Mendeecees dropped the final bombshell. You know why she really did this? Mendeecees shook his head, laughing bitterly. You called me the villain. Yandy was out here acting like a Dan Mafia boss, setting me up to take the fall so she could walk away clean. She's already with someone else, and this is getting worse. Mendeecees took a deep breath, then it all felt like a setup from the beginning. But did Yandy make the best chess move ever, or is Mendeecees just making excuses to avoid getting caught in his own web of lies? The questions were piling up, and fans couldn't get enough of the drama. Tell us in the comments below, fans urged as the situation spiraled further out of control. Who do you think is lying? Is Yandy the mastermind, or is Mendeecees just trying to save face? And as the internet waited with bated breath, the promise of more chaos loomed on the horizon. This drama is far from over, the narrator teased. And I promise that as soon as Yandy speaks, we'll be right here with all the updates. And if you thought this scandal was crazy, just wait until you hear what's going on next. The stage was set for even more twists, and fans were already on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next shocking revelation. This wasn't just a scandal, this was a soap opera in real life, and it seemed the final act was still to come.